Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hi there, I'm Cara Banks, and this is your Golf Central update. What a day it was for four-time PGA Tour winner Tony Finau at the Cadence Bank Houston Open. He fired off an 8-under par 62 in the second round today, which included 10 birdies on the card, and he enters the weekend with a 4-stroke lead. Tony is looking for his third PGA Tour victory this year, and he spoke with the media after his round.
Tony, how would you characterize the 62 shot today?
Yeah, it was really good. You know, I hit it nicely. I thought I just took the momentum that I had from yesterday. You know, I finished 5 under on my last 9 yesterday, and I just rode that momentum right into today. I thought I made a huge putt for par on number 1, and then I was kind of off to the races. You know, almost made hole-in-one on number 2, and just kind of cruising from there. But it was a really nice round of golf. After missing the cut last week, did you work on anything before you came here? Did you see this kind of coming these 2 days? I mean, you always hope that you see some good golf coming, but yeah, I mean, I didn't take a day off from last week until this week, just meaning I wanted to just be sharp. You know, I was not very sharp last week. You know, I played some good stretch of golf mixed with a lot of bad stretches of golf, so I just wanted to be a little sharper and play some better golf within myself, and I've been able to do that these first couple days.
Did you when you get into, is this what we would call a zone? Are you in a zone? Is this the best patch of golf you've ever played, perhaps? Just over it in a tiny sampling?
I mean, that's definitely some great scoring. You know, obviously winning back-to-back on the tour, that's probably right at the top so far in my career. But this was a nice stretch. I think these last 27 holes is pretty impressive. On this golf course, you know, it's not a golf course where we're playing practice rounds and we're going to light this place up, right? So for sure out there today, I do feel like I was in that zone and just able to execute golf shots, and at the end of the day, it rounded up to 62.
Is it sometimes good to have that late finish and quick start, so the momentum never goes away, even though you go to sleep for a few hours?
Yeah, my favorite tee time always is late early. If you're playing bad, you get it over with fast. If you're playing good, you ride the momentum right into the next day, and so it proved to be true. You know, this week. We always talked about your one win, then you win back-to-back last year. What did that teach you about your game that maybe has kind of helped you kind of going forward from that stretch? Yeah, winning just breeds confidence. You know, I've always felt like I was confident to win, but you got to do it. You got to make it happen, and having done that, you know, back to back, I think it just breeds confidence into my belief, into my game, and I would say that's been a nice part over these last couple years, is just getting more comfortable, you know, at the top of the leaderboard. But you know, I always am trying to get better, and each day that's all you can ask of yourself, is just try and push yourself to be the best that you can be, and the result of that is I think I've been better each year of my career and each season, and hopefully I continue that trend. You have obviously put yourself in contention to win a lot of tournaments, and now you are starting to win tournaments. Was the issue strictly mental, or were there technical problems with your game that you think you've sorted out? Yeah, both. You know, I think both of them go hand in hand. But technical-wise, you know, I'm putting it better than I've ever putted, more consistently. And I know that's the part of my game that I've always needed to be better at, and so that on the technical side for sure. But the belief's there because of some of the success I've had over the last 16 months of my career, and put myself in another nice situation this week. How do you get yourself better as a putter, though? Because that seems to be so cerebral. Yeah, well, I think the main ingredient is believe you're a good putter, and I always have. You know, I don't, when I go through a bad putting stretch, I don't look at myself and say, wow, you're a terrible putter. You know, I haven't been scared to tinker, but one of my goals this year is to not switch my putting grip. So that was a goal last year, and I followed through with it, and it's another goal this year. How many times have you switched in your career, would you say? I've used about, I've got the pencil grip, I went crosshand, different conventional. I've used about 4 different grips. Which one are you in now? Just conventional. Yeah. Okay, thanks, Tony. Thanks.
Can I ask one thing real quick? You mentioned last week going into Mexico about how coming off of the stretch that you were on, you felt really confident. You missed the cut, come here. How do you keep that confidence high? Is it just kind of tossing that week aside, knowing that you can come back and play strong golf again?
Yeah, that's the beauty of playing on the PGA Tour and being a member is, you know, you can learn from every week, and every week you have a fresh start. You don't have to carry the bad golf that you played one week right into the next week. And I was able to just brush that off. To me, I just looked at it and it was like I was just a little rusty. I took quite a bit of time off, more time than I've ever taken off in my career, and I just looked at it and said, "Well, it was a rusty week. We'll get ready for another one." So I think using my experience to just block out a week that was, in my eyes, kind of an anomaly.
Like you said, that confidence you have makes that probably a little bit easier, I'm guessing, too, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Yep.
When was the patch you took off that was unusually long?
I didn't play for like over 2 weeks.
So here is a look at the current leaderboard. The second round was called for the day due to weather in the area. Play will resume tomorrow morning at 6:45 a.m. local time. That's 7:45 a.m. Eastern. A lot of golf to be played, and some of those trying to chase down Tony Finau caught up with the media as well.
Best got points list. How do you kind of figure game is right now?
I think it's trending. I played pretty good in Bermuda for 3 days. The last day I didn't play very well. I didn't putt good there all week, to be honest. So tee to green, I feel like it's been trending. Mexico, I was first alternate all week, so I didn't get to play there. And yeah, I was just excited to be in the event and get to tee it up.
Stats showed today so far that you really improved with your driving from round 1 to round 2. Did you feel that way as well?
I drove it decently yesterday, just a few fairways that I just missed. So, like I said, if you're in the rough, even a few steps off the fairway, you're on defense, especially the contours and even some of the firmness of the greens. But like I said, I was just put the ball in the fairway a lot. I'm always going to hit it a decently long ways, and so it gave me some chances to score.
Score-wise, definitely 4 under par is really good on this course. Honestly, I wasn't hitting the ball as good. I was wanting to. Some tee shots I go over the ball, I have no idea where's it going. But yeah, glad really stay in every shot. Try to get around this course. I know it's a tough track. That hitting greens, that is just a key point. That there will be a lot of lag putts. Fortunately, I made 2 long ones that pick up a couple strokes there. But overall, just play solid with good strategy, I think, and. Yeah, looking forward to more of that on the weekend.
I feel like this course is going to change a little bit with it. If we do get a little bit of rain and the cold weather and the wind that's scheduled to come in.
Yeah, I think it'll probably play a little longer. Depends on if the tees are moved up. I don't think the course will. Probably the greens will get a little bit softer, so probably it might be a little easier on that side, but. Yeah, I think still a challenge course, especially with the cold weather. The balls are going shorter, and just need to hit off quality shots out here.
Well, the LPGA Tour's Pelican Women's Championship has been shortened to a 54-hole event after the passing of Hurricane Nicole down in Florida. This one taking place in Bel Air. So after the opening round today, Maria Fassi with a tournament and personal record, 8 under par 62, leads by 2 over a group that includes major champions like Lexi Thompson and other names you will be familiar with. The top 60 make it to the season-ending CME Group Tour Championship next week. It is the Charles Schwab Cup Championship over on the PGA Tour Champions. They are through 2 of 4 rounds, and it is Stephen Olker who currently leads the Charles Schwab Cup standings, who leads the way by 1 over Podrick Harrington, the only other man who could win it from him this week. Look forward to seeing how that one plays out this weekend. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow with more from what is a busy week towards the end of this season in golf.